I think everybody's been in those type of relationships, but you got to ride the train. You know, the wreck's going to be worth it.
You're either falling in love or falling out of love. Love is everything, and you have to bleed for it.
Songs that talk about love, those are timeless songs.
When you first fall in love with somebody, everything is so great and so grand. We want to try and translate that feeling and that emotion into a lyric.
It's easy now to make new love on satin sheets.
It's basically like a 2-3 minute movie, and we got to cover all the scenes.
I think a lot of our stuff is written that way. They're comedies and tragedies. You're either the heartbreaker or you're the one that's going to get your heart broke.
Would you lay with me on a bed of nails?
That's a cool thing about our music. Actually, there's a couple different ways on some of these songs that can be interpreted depending on where somebody is in their life.
The first time Brad and me met, I walked in a room and he was singing. I was just knocked out by his voice. We got talking about writing together.
Our writing, it was so similar with the direction that we wanted to do. We wanted to do something real rootsy, not the mainstream stuff. We got together and wrote a few songs.
We kind of clicked from the get-go. You know, Brad asked me, he said, hey man, you know, how about we do a duo together?
We wrote a song called Twisted, I think is really what kind of kicked off what brought us together as a duo. And we sat down and started singing it together. Musically, it just seemed to be magic. Our voices just had such a blend to it.
It's just like we were meant to sing together. You know, we both, you know, feel that way.
Bitten by her potent love and stricken by her eyes. The web she's weaving in these sheets has got me paralyzed. My heart is binding, intertwined around her touch and tangled in her kisses.
We don't really know how to stamp it as far as what you would call it, but I think I had said at one point, just kind of joking around, but kind of like the Everly Brothers meets Bakersfield with a Johnny Cash mentality when it comes to the lyric.
Her tantalizing, dangerous curves are coming way too fast. This winding road's out of control. I'm on a course to crash.
It's about, you know, this guy, he's going down this path with this girl. She's a bit dangerous, like a drug, and this guy tends to be an addict. And he knows this is probably going to be a train wreck.
Crazy, loving her this way.
I'm the guy in that song, you know. There's a lot of that song that has been real for me. When you fall that madly in love with somebody, sometimes you're willing to risk it all.
I'll go insane, leave me the blame, I'm gonna risk it.
You got a woman who has a very evil side to her, and she is, you know, toying and playing with this guy's emotions.
He's probably a bit messed up himself, too.
Well, I've always said I was
Stable.
messed up, so he's probably very dangerous himself.
Around her, twisted.
He's probably not going to be okay.
He's not going to walk out the same person he walked in. So this guy's not going to get over her. She's going to be in his head for the rest of his life.
I want you to want me.
I fell really hard and deep for someone.
You to need me.
When I sing I Want You to Want Me, it takes me there at that moment when I was with that person and how much I really cared for her. There's a lot of guys out there that get that song and would blend right into it.
Didn't I see you crying?
I mean, we're songwriters at heart, but at the same time, when there's something comes along that fits you, you know, you've got to do it.
We slowed it down and made it our song, I feel.
Feeling all alone without a friend, you know I feel like dying.
I think it's different from what's out there. It's its own thing. I feel like it has our fingerprints.
Our unique style.
Crying. I want you to want me.
When we started this, it was like, let's get outside the box a little bit and just go back to what we were passionate about, what got us into music.
We're country, but we don't really stamp what we are because there's so many influences. There's not another band in town like what we have.
I believe in it wholeheartedly, 100%. This is what I was meant to do as an artist, no doubt.
Musically, I know that I could never be happier.
I know this is right. You know, I know this is where I'm supposed to be.
This is what's meant to be for me and for us, I believe. Be my musical soulmate.
That's right, brother.